And I worked for a guy who had fired 16 people before me because he was a very unhappy guy. But I mastered that relationship and I mastered that job. And I got such an incredible reputation for surviving this guy that I got all kinds of interviews for things, and I ended up working at Paramount for Martin Brest, whose claim to fame was Beverly Hills Cop. And I worked for Marty for a couple of years. And the thing, I got really depressed when I was working for him because we were working on Rain Man. He was the first director on Rain Man. And I was there with Dustin and Tom and everybody, and it was fabulous. And we were going to go on location and it was going to happen. And there was a final meeting one day between Dustin and Tom and all their people and Peter Guber and, the producers and everything. And Marty, and they were disagreeing on the essential structure of the script, which not many people know. Rain Man was originally written about two brothers who are about the same age, a couple years apart. But Bill Murray wanted Dustin Hoffman's role, and if it was going to be Bill Murray and Dustin Hoffman, and they couldn't agree. So then Tom Cruise said, well, I want to be in it. I want to be in a movie with Dustin Hoffman. Well, whatever Tom Cruise wants, Tom Cruise gets. So they had to figure out a way to turn the script. And it hasn't changed. They had to figure out a way to take the script about two brothers about the same age and turn it into a script about two brothers years and years apart. And because of that, they went through several writers. The writer they really wanted only could do it for 3 months. Then they got another guy who couldn't get it right. And because they couldn't agree, they all started asking for their way about everything. And I'll never forget that meeting because everybody was in the office there and the door was closed. And when it opened, everybody went out. And I remember Marty was just sitting in the office and he was just kind of staring into space. And the next day he quit the picture. And I said, Marty, what happened? And he said, it's just not my movie anymore. And when you're a director and you're an auteur and you have a vision and that's what you want to do and that's what you think is going to be amazing and everybody wants to do different things and nobody agrees, that's what happens. Subsequently, they had several directors come and go from that film, and eventually Barry Levinson did it, and it won Best Picture, which I knew it would do. That's why I was so sad. I'm like, oh my God, Marty, don't you realize this is going to win Best Picture? And so I was really sad that that he quit that movie because I knew what it was going to be.
Don't call me Corey Baker, call me Marc Copage, 'cause I'm not Julia's son, not anymore. Don't call me Corey Baker, call me Marc Copage, 'cause I'm not Julia's son like I was before.